All right. Good evening, guys. I'll speak out few names and please share your screen so that we can see the progress. Anyone who has done the UI, raise your hands, please. Okay, so Akshay, you can share your screen. Rest everyone, please don't forget to send me your assignments on the group. I'll go through them one by one. Even the UI, not just the UX, even the UI. Okay, everyone.
Sir, should I show wireframe also?
No, just the US. Okay. Keep scrolling, keep moving. So it is good. I'm not saying it's not good. Only thing is that bubbles on the top are too heavy. But execution ठीक है. Maybe वो color या कुछ कर सकते हैं. But those bubbles are too heavy. Because of that, there is like a dark shadow or that feeling that it is very cluttered or dark. There is something heavy on the screen just because of those two bubbles. ठीक है. Next. Okay.
So this is the dashboard.
Okay, just a second. Just hold. Okay.
Actually, I have made two versions in the dashboard. So this one.
Yeah, just a second. Just a second. Just stay there. One thing is the boxes for the categories, that can be a little more bigger in size.
Okay.
Or maybe in the screenshot I'm seeing it as very small. But overall, Akshay, really very good work. I'm really impressed. So far, at least I've seen some UI that is good, that is presentable, that can be used. So really good work. Just scroll down.
Thank you so much, sir. No, I have not scrolled.
Okay, and what's the second option?
This one was the second.
So that's the top one. Okay, fine. This is fine. So really good work. Please post this on the group. So if someone wants to go through, they can do it. So guys, keep this as one of the reference what Akshay has done. Right. So someone else also.
So which one is good? This or this one?
So I like the second one the most.
This one?
Reason being, yes, it is less cluttered because of that patch on the top. It becomes too heavy. If you go back, it becomes too heavy on the eyes because you already have the banner which is in color, then the top part which is in color, so it becomes too much of color stuff, and also the images. By the way, I've never seen such beautiful maids use some relatable images, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
They must be modeling if they are not made for sure. Cool. Someone else also raised their hands. Who was it? Anjana. Sure, Sukesha. Do share the wireframe also on the group. Whatever is done, please keep sharing on the group. So everyone can also see, even I can see, and that way we grow together as a community also.
I have done only starting pages.
So whatever it is, whatever it is. Let's see. So now everyone knows, right, what we are supposed to design, how we are supposed to design. So to be very honest, if someone also presents only these many screens, right, in the portfolio, in the case study for one project, even that is fine. What Akshay has just presented, even that is fine. That clearly shows that you are capable of designing. You know, so don't try to do all sort of screens just to complete your portfolio. Don't. Yeah, please share, Anjana. I'm looking at the screen.
I have shared.
Now I can see the screen. Just go back to Figma. Yeah. Okay. So यही किया है सिर्फ.
Yes.
Okay. ठीक है, ठीक है. But at least the good part in this is all the illustrations are of the similar family. So this is really good. At least you got that sense that all the illustrations are of same family. So which is good part. If we take out a few colors from the logo, how do we take out the color palette? So as I said, yeah, so you just have to lower down the shades. You know, if it is like green, use a little lighter green. So use pastel colors, you know, as the supporting colors for that. Even that is fine if you don't have to add another colors to the palette. Yeah. All right. Cool. You can stop sharing. I'll share my. So Nishi, have you done the UI design? You just joined. Supriya. सुप्रिया तो ठीक है हमारी बात हो गई थी नो वरीज. ठीक है चलो. So let me share my screen and we'll.
Yes, sir. I have completed wireframe.
Who is speaking? Nishi. Yeah. Okay. So please start on the UI also and share the wireframes on the group. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So let me share my screen. Yeah. So let's start with the top banner. We'll use this as the white only, but we'll add slight shadow. So just observe, learn, and let me know if you have any doubt. Yeah. The shadows should not be too harsh, right? It should be very subtle. The shadow should be very subtle. It should not be too harsh. You see, this is very subtle shadow. So if I have to preview this, it will look still look fine. And by the way, I forgot to upload the last lecture that we had. I'll upload that today. So let me add an image. I'll take one image from Unsplash. We have the image. We have the location icon. Yeah, yes. Maybe if we can get rid of this also, it's fine. I'm using the font Manro. Okay. So here we said, right, this can be a story format. Right. So we'll add some images for the banner, some auto sort of thing. So maybe let's add something. Use some sale image. Use here for. Let's see if we can get some images. And using all the images from unsplash.com. Yeah, Rohan.
So whenever we are using images, in wherever we put it, those do need to have the same tone as the app color scheme as well, right?
Not necessary for the images, but yeah, whatever images you choose should be all in a similar field.
Like for example, if I'm putting up a sale sort of an image, wherein it depicts that there is a sale or something. So will that have the same tone as the app itself, app color scheme?
No, not necessary. Because
Alright.
in the images you have limitations, but yes, for the icons, it needs to be.
All right,
Huh? Just
understood.
just- So we have one, say for the sale, one for the referral, something about the referral. The other one can be, so we can also design these banners. Say for example, I have this. So here I write 50%. Here I write. Okay, let's do this rather. Let's give right. And we say, sorry about that. That's my son. Then one can be say, uh, something about location. You know. Yes.
पापा आपके लिए क्या मिले मॉल में?
क्या मिला मॉल में?
आपके आपके को टिकट मिला।
Okay, thank you.
मुझे पियानो चाहिए, पियानो।
Okay. So what
मुझे पियानो चाहिए।
can be something related to the
मुझे पियानो चाहिए, पियानो।
yeah. Say hi to him. Say hi. Yeah.
मुझे पियानो चाहिए। मुझे पियानो चाहिए, एक पियानो। पियानो चाहिए।
And we'll use one more say offer.
दादा, मुझे पियानो चाहिए, पियानो।
Right. So we have some images over here that can be intriguing for the users to click, like a story form. Okay. Now we have the images. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just adding the placeholders with actual content or images, right? Will it still beautify? But let's go to the first step at least. Now let's use some images. The users. Uh, So let's use. So I'm taking some images from the Google itself, right? Just for the placeholder, because I'm assuming that they would probably upload some images like this, So we'll keep it realistic, so we know at least, what sort of images can we expect, right? We can have some these like these images, correct? And like this, you can have. So all of these are from Google only. I'm not doing like a special search or anything. This is from Shutterstock, I guess. Let's use this one. Again, these images. Yeah, right. So actual images may be something like this, correct? Well, again, use my group. This a little more bold. Now in the categories, we'll use the icons. Right? So again, we'll use white out here. We'll take the property of the shadow and add here. Here, if you see, the shadow is too light for this, right? Yeah. Is a little bit like the radius again. Okay. Now we have the text again. See, sorry. Window. All right. Let's do this. Okay. I'm not sure what's the issue with my system, but as soon as I try to copy the properties with this shortcut, it gives me the confetti. Alright, so let's work on the icon. So we have grooming, right? Let's see what items do we get from tabular icons. If we at all get the icons from the tabular icons, we'll use it. Else, we can use the noun project also, free pick also. Okay? Don't think we had. Uh, see. Okay, so we have for clothes, the washing machine. Then utensils. Let's see if we can find something. Uh, this on the utensils. We can use for deep cleaning. Let's use this spray, right, for dusting and blooming, right? So for dusting, let's see if we can find something. Uh, we can use this for dusting. We can use the dust, right? Now we are left with broom. Let's see if we can find broom. Um, Let's use the icon from non-project. Reason being so that we get the similar icons. Nothing else. I hope no one is asleep. The maximum time that the design takes is icons and the images. Because either you have to find them or you have to create them. Even if you find them, you still have to create them. You know? So if you see, even if you don't add any colors of any sort, right, it still looks nice. See, still looks better, right? Still presentable. Now let's work on the bottom half. Bottom half, let's keep it white. Again, let's add the shadows. To reverse the shadow. Then we want the shadow on top, right? This way. So this is, like a very basic design that we do, right? So honestly speaking, if someone comes to me with such simple design also, I'll hire him. Why? Not because I've designed this, but for the simple reason, at least there is neatness, there is consistency, correct? There is enough white space, which is good for any of the app. Let's add one small thing. This icon of us, we need to make it active because we are on the home page. So when I see this, I know that I'm on the home page now. Comparatively, I'll just reduce opacity of all these. Right. So I know that home is active and the others need to be active. Is it clear? Anyone, any doubts of any sort till now? Yes, Supriya.
हेलो सर सर मतलब आप स्क्रीन जैसे यूज कर रहे हैं प्रोटोटाइप में हमें होम पेज बिल्कुल डाउन पे दिख रहा है लेकिन अगर हम वायर फ्रेमिंग में जा रहे हैं तो होम पेज पर तो ड्रॉप डाउन पे इमेज जो है मतलब हाफ में आ रही है ऐसा क्यों?
हाँ, ओके, ठीक है, बताता हूँ. सो देखो, एक्चुअल हम जब यूआई बनाते हैं, करेक्ट, तो ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वो सिर्फ इतना ही दिखता है. हम उसको स्क्रॉल करते हैं ना, करेक्ट.
यस
जब हम बनाएंगे सो ये इतना नहीं है, इतना भी हो सकता है. ठीक है.
ओके
मान लो कि ये भी मैं नीचे डाल देता हूँ और एक्सप्लेनेटरी नोट्स ये सब इसमें आ ले हो सकता है मेरे पास इसमें कंटेंट हो, करेक्ट.
राइट
तो अब जब मैं ये देखूंगा मेरा यूआई तो मेरे पास और भी स्क्रॉल है ना. तो इसलिए
Yes,
यहाँ आपको पूरा दिखेगा,
ओके
बट यहाँ पर आपकी जो फोन की स्क्रीन है उतना ही विजिबल पार्ट है, इसलिए हम इसको व्यू पोर्ट बोलते हैं ना, कि आपका
Okay.
व्यू एरिया इतना ही है.
ओके
क्लियर है?
यस सर
और भी कोई डाउट नहीं? हाँ, यस निशी.
सर ये जो होम होम सर्च और बुकिंग वाला आइकन्स वाला जो बार है उसको फिक्स कैसे करते हैं कि स्क्रॉल होने के बाद भी वो उसी जगह पे रहे?
ये अगर यहाँ देखोगे इसको मैंने ग्रुप किया है, ये प्रोटोटाइप में जाके फिक्स्ड है पोजीशन.
ओके
तो वैसे होगा.
ओके सर.
बट सर कितने पोजीशन पर रखना है स्पेस पे वो कैसे पता चलेगा?
इफ यू सी क्लोजली, हमारा जो आर्टबोर्ड का साइज है
हाँ
विच इज 375 by 812. तो ये किसका साइज है? तो आईफोन 13 मिनी का ये रहा 375 by 812, करेक्ट. तो हमको क्या करना है, जैसे ही ये हम स्क्रीन बनाते हैं ना, we first need to add a ruler at 812.
ओके
तो जब हम वो 812 पे रूलर ऐड करेंगे तो हमको मालूम है यहाँ पे उसका बेस रखना है नीचे,
ओके
क्योंकि
Right.
इससे अगर जाएगा तो कट जाएगा ना, ऐसे अगर मैं रखूंगा तो कट जाएगा. ये देखो, दिख रहा है?
यस
इसलिए हम इसको ऊपर रखेंगे.
ओके
Any further doubts? Anyone? No?
No, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
क्या आ रही है?
So while we are designing, right? So we have this option like plugins and all. So we cannot use that. Like, is it necessary to use this all only? Like, we cannot use plugins
No,
and
we use plugin. So I like to do it the conventional way, because that way it's much faster for me, to be very honest. But I'll try to use plugins and everything also soon, so that I make it more faster.
Sir,
So
sir,
the
can you
reason
show-
the reason why I don't use plugin is because I feel that you then cannot, get the freedom of making changes to that icon for some reason. If I go to say the noun project where I was taking the icons from, I have the liberty of changing the color, the size, the background, etc. So that's
So what should we use, like from specific website only we should take? Is it something like that? The
no, no, no.
website you gave.
There are n number of websites nowadays which provides you free icons, free illustrations, free images, right? But it has to be in the similar lines. So, for example, I showed you, right, that all the icons, what we see right now, are called as line icons, correct? These are all line icons. So, it's like a single family.
Right.
What I had used was the fill icons. Everyone had colors. Every icon had the colors, correct? So that way, it has to be of the similar family.
Okay.
Rohan was saying something. Someone was saying something.
No, sir, you answered it. No worries.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone? So this way only we design all the screens. Okay. So let me quickly now take you through a form. How do we design a beautiful form? Let's take our this form only. Okay. So we have our logo. Let's add these spots. Take this level down. Okay, we have this. We have the mate finder. I will add some random font for the logo. Yeah, fine. Let's add this. It's a very idiotic font, but fine. It's from the logo. I have not done it. Let's do this. Let's say this is our logo. Okay. We'll keep it same for everywhere. Okay. Now we want to first design the get started, which is asking for the mobile. So very first thing that we'll do is change the font to mangrove and keep it, let's say, similar to say. Now here again, now we'll use some sort of a color. By the way, we'll use the button we have already created. Here also we will say get OTP. Alright, OTP here. Here also will now use the rounded edges. Now, if you again ask me how much should be the border radius, it should be in the 8-point grid if you are using 8-point grid. So right now I have not aligned anything to 8-point grid, but I'll come to it. Yeah. So I'll use the subtle gray for this. Oops, sorry. Yeah. So what is 8-point grid? So for example, I have this. So what I'll do is the space between the text field and the get started should be in multiples of 8. So what I'll do is I'll leave 16 space, so 20. So now this is 16 pixel from here. See, 16 pixel, correct? That's how you leave spacing. So here on top. So for the left and the right, I already showed you the other day, right? And we left this space, this grid. Then the similar line from the top also. We will have like a fixed thing. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 24. So we'll keep this consistent everywhere. Okay. From here also will be there. And then this becomes consistent for every page. Continue. Right. Now let's move to the next screen, which is this. So here we'll keep it the same because the extra. Let's use these values first. Let's use this one. We got rid of these 4 boxes. Yeah. So I have the back button on the top. Okay. So what we can actually do is we can have the back here on the top. Right. Now we can again move this further on the top. So now this what we are designing is without the reference, just the plain vanilla design. I really don't recommend doing this. I recommend watch the references first and then design. Here also we need to 16, 16, 16. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll increase the box size. Not really sure whether we have a grid, but all this should be in the grid. I haven't added the grid. Kata was 16, right?
18.
If you see, this becomes perfect. Yeah. Cool. So now we see the transition from our wireframe, which is this raw thing, to this. Right? You see this. If I open this, it looks pretty presentable. Correct? I'm not saying this is the option, this is the final one. We can still have a lot many iterations for this, but I'm just trying to show as to even if these, if you know, if you have your wireframe correct, you can still have a better design, even with very small minor changes. When we use shift, it shifts element. Yes, that's correct. All right. So, any doubts, guys? Anyone? No? All right. Okay. So, what I request is, I request every one of you all to complete as much designs possible for the app. Okay, on Friday we will work on the website UI. Okay, we will work on the website UI. Clear है? So make sure कि Friday तक आप at least जितनी भी screens आपसे हो सकती है, I'm not saying do all of it, as much as possible, right? Do it, do good, करो लेकिन अच्छा करो, simple fun. Do less but do the best. I believe in that. क्योंकि जब आप वो भले क्लाइंट को कम दिखाओ लेकिन अच्छा दिखाओगे ना, क्लाइंट को अच्छा लगेगा. 5-star होटल में आप जाते हो, अगर कोई पोर्शन साइज कम है, but you still eat it. Why? Because it is nice, it is good, it is tasty. So it applies in design also. Design less but design the best. Right? All right. So we wind up here only today and we meet again on Friday. Okay? Everyone please design, please अगर design हो जाता है post it on Twitter, right? So that दूसरों को भी motivation मिले complete करने. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And yes, all please do